Good morning, traders. Welcome to StockCast. My name is Todd Derby, along with my co-host James Mason. We're here today to bring you some insights and ideas to help you be successful in your day trading in the stock market. Good morning, James. How are you?
Good morning, Todd. I am doing well. How are you today?
Doing well. Doing well also.
That's it for that week intro. That's it, Todd?
That's a great intro. Great intro.
Man.
I had voice inflections, good tone, good enunciation of my words. It was...
I guess nothing about the pre-market, the futures?
Well, James, what do you think about this?
Hey, if you want to do the intro, you got to do the intro.
Wow, take a look at... Wow, I'm watching one ticker skyrocket right now.
All right, everybody. Since Todd won't say it, I guess I have to come in clutch here. All right, everyone. Dow futures. Everybody shame Todd in the comments. All right, he deserves it. All right.
They love me. They love me.
All right, everyone. The Dow futures are currently up 68 points. The S&P 500 futures are up 12 points. And for a Friday, I'm going to kind of expect it to be actually retail sales in... They just released the report on retail sales in June. Yeah, that was the last month. Yeah, June's retail sales were up. So I'm going to expect today to be a pretty decently bullish day overall. Now, when I say that, for the large cap stocks, I'd still be a little weary to swing them through the weekend. But all right, Todd. I'm getting some back feed there.
Not anymore.
All right, everybody shame Todd again. All right. Let's go ahead and get into it. Yes, Stephen Gray. That's a great question. I love this question. Has anybody heard about POAI? Man, POAI holding up nicely, making that nice push up yesterday. So this is all right, guys. We know that we were told that we'd get news by the end of July. But think about this. I do believe that, but I don't necessarily believe it's going to be the end of July. I'm going to give it until about like 2 weeks into August. That way, so what is being worked on, they can just tie up the loose ends. When it comes down to like compliances, paperwork, things like that, whatever it may be, you have to let the red tape, work its way through. Now, I 100% believe that what they're going to PR will be completely finished by the end of July. But we need to be patient. I know everyone's going to lose their freaking minds come the very end of July. And August 1, they're going to be like, oh my God, predictive oncology, they lied to us. And no, it's not that they lied. It's just, there's just things with when you deal with contracts and whatever else it might be in the world, you just have to let the red tape work its way through the process. Just keep that in mind, guys. All right. So
is it possible that, I don't know, I'm trying to think of how long we kind of held them up, like with the no vote and then taking time to call a lot of people to try to secure that. I wonder if we set them back a week or two with their timeline of just work and effort that they were working on. Is that possible?
Let me think about this one. This is a trick question, Todd, to see what I know.
I
don't know anything.
No, it's just a speculation that, they put together a timeline, a game plan. They're like, hey, let's do this. And then all of a sudden they're pivoting because they don't have enough votes. And so they spent 3 days, I know, talking to you, reaching out and coordinating conversations. We know they've been reaching out to a lot of other members. So then all of a sudden, a bunch of yes votes. Now they're back. The train's back on the track. So I just wondered if we set them back a little bit.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
I think I'm going to say it like this. I think the other stuff lies in the other party's hands and things like that.
Okay. Yeah. Like we said before, one thing I said earlier, we know they're talking to people and people are talking to them. We just, well, actually what was said to us was that they couldn't tell us who they're talking to, but we have to trust that they're having real conversations about real developments.
Yeah. All right. So, Todd, there's one thing I want to talk about today. Let's talk about AMC just in general, not necessarily the trade, the stock. I mean, I do hope that they can. Let me just show my charts. I do hope that they can turn this around, make it work in their favor. But good Lord, that daily chart, that screams death, man. I mean, it is what it is, you know. I'm not going to kick them as traders while they're down, no pun intended. But what was that smirk for, Todd?
Just the way you said made me laugh.
Nah, like I mean, I'm not going to kick them while they're down. I mean, hey, I've been here, guys. I've been here. I mean, I've been saying, you know, to move this stops up, lock in profits. But again, like I do hope that you guys can pull it out as AMC traders and honestly take this one up to 100 to 120. The way it looks now, man, I don't know. It's not looking well. But anyways, that's not the point of this. This ain't a AMC technical chart breakdown. I want to talk about the lawsuit that they're trying to bring on, I guess, to sue the hedge fund managers. Guys, this is freaking stupid. Right now, Todd, what is the GoFundMe going for?
I saw the posting on our Facebook that someone posted that they're trying to raise $100,000 and they were over 69,000. I don't understand the energy. I don't understand the waste of money. It's all going to go to Mr. Christensen's pocket. The attorney, he's going to be the winner in this case, not them. I don't get it.
Yeah. Guys, any of these like class action lawsuits, anything like that, there's only one winner, and that's the attorneys.
Yeah.
The group suing and the other group being sued, those are the two losers. The attorneys only win in these cases. I mean, it's silly. Like, what's the point of suing or put it this way? They're not going to sue the hedge funds. End of story. Especially not with a $100,000 war chest. Like, what is your $100,000 attorney going to do against the top talent attorneys in the freaking world? Attorneys making 15, 20 million a year by a single firm that's paying them. When this goes to court, if it ever goes to court, man, those hedge funds are going to march in there with 10, 20 attorneys, and they're going to devour that guy and his little team. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be such a devastating and idiotic loss.
Well, they're never going to get to court. The guy will burn through their hedge fund, their GoFundMe money.
Yeah.
And he will burn through it and say, we don't have enough to have a lawsuit, but thank you very much for the $100K. Have a nice day.
Pretty much going to be it, yeah. And I mean, really, at the end of the day, like, what are they suing for? Like, you're suing because you're losing in the trade. I mean, that's silly.
Yeah, that's like losing a baseball game and filing an appeal. They say that the other team cheated.
Yeah,
you get beat.
The only people who try to sue somebody in court are people who are losers. Literally. Like, winners don't sue people in court. Or people who feel like they're going to win, they don't take other people to court. That's human behavior. I mean, Yeah.
John Stevenson's comment says, "Lawyer to the moon." So true.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, God. Man, I really try to support the retail trading community, but man, the dumbest crap comes out of the retail trading community all the time. All of the time. So, yeah, that's my AMC rant for today. The lawsuit is dumb. It's pointless. And it's not going to produce any results for the AMC traders.
A couple questions regarding a ticker NDRA. NDRA, it's a ticker that I alerted a while back. Then I had a couple people contact me privately about it, asking me about it. So they're still waiting for FDA approval. I don't know what the delay is. I know that they got delayed for something. I have not found out why. There was at one point there was no FDA director, and they were part of that mess. But I don't know what's happened since they've installed an FDA director. But when I do a little digging on it, there are people who I respect in the trading community that understand the bio stocks pretty well. They're still big on it. They still think it's going to come. They still think they're still holding it. I still have a small position in it. And I've been thinking about cutting my loss and flipping over to a ticker that I really, really like, POAI, but I haven't done it yet. And it's only a small position, but they're still thinking they're going to get approval from the FDA, but it's been they're like 2 months late for that meeting. That's what I have for you.
All right, so let's take a look through the comments, see what we got going on. Todd, you see anything in the comments today?
Someone asking about CARV, CARV. We've talked about it a couple times.
What are they asking about it?
They said that the 9 EMAs crossing the 2 EMA on the 1 month and the 1 day chart. As Billy Mitchell's saying, it looks like it's a good setup. CARV's been a meme stock over the last couple weeks. It's been traded in and out. It's up 34 cents today. It's up. What's your technical analysis say about it?
Pretty sure we just talked about this one. I'm still bearish on it. I'll be bearish on it for a little bit. I mean, it might hang around this 9 EMA and just kind of dance around. We might get once we see this secondary bounce in the future, wherever it goes up to, that's going to be it for CARV, CARV. So this is one of those things. If you guys bought up here, man, I don't foresee this turning back around and becoming profitable. But if you are just getting down into here, making your entries, it's going to be a little edgy, but I would expect it within days, maybe a few weeks. It's really hard to guesstimate right now, but I kind of expect it to just have a little bounce, come back up, test somewhere around this $30 range. I mean, it could go more, but test somewhere around in this range and then die off after that. That's usually what tends to happen there with that setup. Giovanni, yes. POAI, if you guys haven't heard of that one, to 100K. Stephen Gray, ticker AKBA. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so we have a nice gap down that was about a year ago, so that's perfect. Let me look at some information really quick. All right, last update for short interest, 15.3 million shares being short, 9.6% of the float, days to cover 4.6, shares outstanding 160.1 million shares, the float 158.4 million. Hold on a second. Let me see what this news article is from NASDAQ. Okay, never mind. I was just making sure that wasn't like a delisting notification. All right. So the only thing so far that I can say about this that I don't like is the share structure. With 160 million shares outstanding, I mean, it is what it is. But the smaller the share structure, the better I like it. So let me go ahead and chart this out for y'all. Okay. Now, I don't necessarily know if they have any catalysts, but with this being a therapeutics company, there's a good chance that they have something in the pipeline. That's one of the reasons why I like to kind of focus on the biotherapeutic, any kind of medical type of company. They're always going to have some kind of catalyst in the pipeline. Now, just because I say they're always going to have a catalyst in the pipeline, that doesn't mean it's going to be a good catalyst. That doesn't mean they're going to be successful on their catalyst. But correct. They always will have some sort of catalyst in the pipeline, somewhere down their line. All right, so when looking at this one, and after charting this out, me personally, I would look to make entry at the break above 389. Mostly I would, if I knew there was like a strong catalyst behind this, I would just wait for the candlesticks to break above 389. But if there's not really a catalyst or one that seems like really far away, or if I, just didn't know and I was just wanting to make entry still, I would wait for the physical 9 EMA line to cross above that 389 mark before making my entry. Just based off this chart and this attempt right here, I think breaking above 436 would be fairly easy, but we will have a strong resistance right around 514. So that is what I see there. Now, if I was making my entry and say my entry was 389, what I would do for my stop. Hi, beautiful. Thank you, baby. Yeah, thank you. Hold on, everybody. Thank you, beautiful. I love you. Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
I love you too, James.
Bye-bye. I love you. All right. For my stop loss, if my average price was 389, when I look at this 9 EMA and how it plays around in between that 389 range and that 325 range, if you look down here, so it breaks down and then it kind of acts like it wants to hold up right in here, but then it breaks down right after it. What I like to do is see the value of that 9 EMA range, and right here, that value is 359. So I'll just run my crosshairs just a little bit lower than that 9 EMA. And that is where I'll put my stop loss. So I'll highlight this for y'all, and then let me change the color on this. Change it to blue so y'all can see that. Hold on a second. Change it to that teal color. Hopefully y'all can see that a little bit better. But so the reason why I do this is because, I mean, that weighted value for that non-EMA, if you go off the support and resistances for that right there, that's going to hold and stay up and be pretty true. So entry would be 389, my stop would be 352, and then my overall target price would be 514. That is for ticker AKBA.
All right, we're just a few minutes away from about 4 minutes to open of the market. Any final thoughts for today?
Let me answer Davin's question about the entry and exit indicator of ours. So he asked, how do I pick which ticker I'm going to play with the EE indicator? This is, I mentioned that I was killing it. Yeah, right now, so far with day trades, I've been 100%. Like, I know there's going to be a time I lose with it, but so far it's been good. So, okay, how I pick my ticker. If I'm day trading, I want to find something that has the most volume on it. So I usually look for the FOMO stocks, and chances are I'm probably going to short it. But if there is something and it indicates, for instance, let me change my candles and everything for y'all really quickly, and we might break past the bell here, but I highly recommend, actually, it's not even a recommendation. You have to use the Heikin-Ashi candlesticks with the EE script. All right, so I have it on right now. And again, let's look at XELA. So I have the script running, and basically what I'm looking for, if I'm looking to be bullish. Now, if you remember the original script, and you can turn this off, it's super easy to turn off. Just go up to the settings, click on it, and then click, bar color, and you can turn it off back to the original candles. But if you keep it on, it's like putting training wheels onto your trade. So what I do is, if I'm looking to be bullish on something, I'll wait for that first bullish arrow. So we have the white arrow right there, and then I'm waiting for that first green candle. So
to close.
Yeah, to close. So we see all this red. So I wouldn't have made the entry yet if I'm, using the arrows and the candle colors here. And I'd make my first entry after that first candle closed green. So we have the white bullish arrow. We now have a green candle that's populated. So I made my entry right here at 344. And as soon as this one opened, I would have made my entry at 344. And then you just have to be willing and ready to take profits. So, I mean, this one, you could have made a 40-cent, profit per share, which is pretty damn good for a day trade. And then if you see the candlestick turn red, now this right here, that's just a doji candlestick. Like, that's not a true red candle. But if you see the candlestick turn red, get out. If you see the yellow arrow, get out. And that's how I use it.
When you say, to be clear, when you see the yellow arrow, that's on a closed candle, not because sometimes the yellow arrow will flash when it's in the 5 minute, during the 5 minute candle developing.
Yeah. For it to be confirmation, the candlestick has to close out.
Okay.
That's how you know you have confirmation on the candle, is when it actually physically closes out. So yeah, that's how I use it. Now, I do use it a lot, with the original script where, I'd make entry down here, but it's because I know the script good because I wrote it. So, all right, guys, that's all I have for this morning. The bell's ringing in 10 seconds. So y'all trade safe, trade smart. It is Friday. Be careful.
Have a good one.